What up? I am going to be painting some miniatures today, hopefully. We got Cthulhu War miniatures, so we're going to be painting some of those guys. Oh yeah, and you guys notice this is a Soba watch. So Soba sometimes pops up on that spot, and it'll be a fun little mini game if she actually shows up for the stream. So I've got a bunch of these Cthulhu War miniatures that I've been wanting to paint for a while. The light saturation's a little intense right now. Let's see if I can aid that. Well, I guess there's nothing to do for it. So hang on just one moment. Give me some time. I'll get into position. And we will begin some creative stuff. I need to also get some water, because I forgot to grab water. So I shall be right back. A little glass of water. Nina's in the background playing Overwatch for the Overwatch event. Emmy, come on. You're staring at the cats too much. So hopefully Sofa will come out eventually. She does show up on occasion. What am I missing? I'm missing one thing. My glass of water. So the water that I drink as a person who drinks water. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the water. I might actually paint Cthulhu himself, I don't remember what this one's called. I think this is actually Cthulhu, but I'm not 100% sure. Because they all have unique, weird names. Whee! Okay. Now let us begin. So I do have to get rid of some flashing on some of these guys. I bought the, oh gosh, where'd I put it? The GW tool. Where is it? What did I do with it? There it is. I went ahead and bought this thing to try it out. It works pretty well for GW miniatures, but for a lot of the softer plastics, like for Bones miniatures, and even the softer plastic that you have on the Cthulhu miniatures, it's a little bit too tough, but it still kind of works, weirdly enough. They recommend pulling it towards you, but I've always done flashing on the opposite direction, so that's me. That's me. So, oh yeah, and I might paint this guy. He's like a zombie orc. I thought that'd be kind of fun to paint him as well. So let us see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this tool is good for Bones miniatures. I'm starting to think no. Not for Bones. It's dull. Like it's a big dull thing. So, we'll see, we'll see. Doesn't seem that bad, honestly, though. But anyways, I got a few options here. I'm mostly using GW paints now. I've kind of turned away from a lot of the cheaper paints. So you see I have a ton of cheap paints over here. Kind of like stepping away from those a little bit. Kind of, oh, hopefully it didn't over thing us. But I did want to touch up this guy. So this was a toad monster that I was kind of painting earlier. This is also part of the Cthulhu Wars set. Unfortunately, whoa! Unfortunately, I'm dropping everything. Drop some of my knives on the ground, you know, just normal painting stuff. Unfortunately, it's just been a long time since I've actually painted. I haven't had a lot of time. I haven't really felt like doing it in a while. But we are going to try to get that back on schedule. So that is something I want to continue doing. So I am going to, firstly, let's grab a red. I was using the, what series is this? Is this the Privateer Paints series? Sorry, it's a little bit strong right there. But yeah, I was using these for a while, but, I don't know. I'm kind of in and out of love with them. Plus, in the meantime, while everything's drying, I'm going to finish up painting all the unpainted skeletons that you guys keep seeing in the background over here. I kind of want to get those guys boxed up and ready for the tabletop, as it were. So, let us... I need my test spruce. So, this is a spruce I primed just to test paints with. And let's get a red out. Let's just jump in. So, first item on the list is going to fix up this guy a little bit, kind of lighten the highlights on this red part. It wasn't supposed to be so dark red. Excuse me. Got shit in my throat. Alright, where is a good red? Maybe I'll use a lighter red highlight. Oh, these are not all my GW paints. I'm not sure where they all are right now, actually. It's been that long. So I got my Requiem Flesh Shade out. I'm gonna grab... Let's grab a 2, and I want to grab a good detail brush. This one hasn't been thinged yet. Oh, this is a really precise brush. Set that down, and I like this one. I don't know, is that pronounced 00 or O? Double O, whatever. I like that for my detail brushes. And let's see. Kind of I need just a lighter red right now. Like a really light red. Little bit of dust on that spot right there. I don't want this one actually. Where is my Mephiston red? I have it right here somewhere. Mephiston red, where'd you go? Where'd you go, my red? Those are a bunch of my stands. That's a box of miniatures over here. Where the fuck am I promise I will actually start soon. Losing my supplies, losing my mind. Oh wait. I put them all in here? No? This is like empty. Those are slightly more completed ones. Oh, I think it's in that box right there. There we go. Found him. I use these Trader Joe panko breaded calamari boxes as paint storage boxes. So let's go. I'll bring both Evil Sun Scarlet and Mephiston Red out. I think I'm gonna actually use Evil Sun Scarlet on it. So we'll keep these paints active over here. Okay, give it a good shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Oh. Okay. Ugh, I have like something in my throat. Got like the coffee coughs. The coffee coughs? No, just the coughs. So yeah, let's do this. And that's probably enough shakeage.
Honestly, get on the damn point, you piece of shit.
Get on the point. Yeah, Nina is playing Overwatch right now, right next to me.
And they suck!
And they... Wait, are you saying Overwatch sucks or they suck?
They suck! Like, I was sitting there, standing there, the point was clear! It was fucking clear! Nobody
There was nobody on it!
And they wouldn't get on it, and I couldn't get on it because I didn't have any fucking health, and I was trying to fucking set up, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and stand behind you, and then randomly shield you when there's no fucking enemies around, but then not shield me when I'm getting murdered, and not shooting anything either!
Well, Nina, if they shielded you while no one was around, they probably didn't have a shield to, shield you when action happened.
They did it, like, 3 times. They didn't...
Hey, they might not play Zarya a lot. You know, they're not playing the Zarzar.
No.
The Zarbar.
Suck.
The Zarbar. just blanket statement right here. Alright. Dang, I don't have a medium brush anymore. Oh, I'll have to use this one. Okay. Bloop. Getting some red sun scallot.
That's salt.
That's salt dough. That salt from the salt mines. I'll thin down my paint a little bit. Thin it down a lot more, actually. Holy shit. This paint's red. Blood red. Alright, let's see if I can lighten this up a little bit. Just gonna try to do like a few thin layers. The light saturation might be a little bit high, so it kind of probably looks like I'm really caking this on. Which, you know, I'm known to do. Flip, 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 flip. Yeah, we're gonna be repainting over this guy. Make it look like the toad's head exploded with bloody red tentacles. A little fresh tentacles. Tentacles. Hobos. Alright. Wipe, 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 wipe. Now I'm going to let it dry for a bit. That's the part that... Oh! That brush flew everywhere. Let's make sure I didn't get all over this guy. So this is actually a... when they sent me this from the Cthulhu Wars Kickstarter, it was missing a big chunk of the front. So I called them about... Or I sent them a message about it. And they were like, yo, we'll send you a replacement. They actually just sent me another of these guys with the spot. I thought they were just going to send me that sculpt. So I have this guy as a backup. So I can kind of paint him up. And not have to worry too much about fucking it up, you know? Alright. There we go. Oh, it's got a big, thick, like, veiny spot right here. That looks pretty grotesque. It's gonna be kind of fun to play with. I think I might add some pink highlights and do like a pink wash on it. Because I think I have a pink wash now. And if not, I can kind of make a cheaper one. No, I guess I don't. I thought I bought the, thought I bought a pink wash, but I guess I don't see any. So, oh well. And then I'll give this a second to dry. Yeah, Nina's farming crates right now for the Overwatch Halloween event. If you guys don't know, our streaming station, where I'm at right now, is actually right next to our, right next to where our computers are. We don't really have a dining room, we just have a computer room and a living room. Yeah. Maya's also here. You might kind of hear whispers of her. She's in the living room area. And she is drawing right now on a tablet on our tablet. Yeah, there we go. Kind of like a mutant-esque look. I'm gonna see if I can have him poke around. Oh, is it close enough? Like, it's me, the weird toad penis, I guess. So it kind of looks like it's just erupting from this poor creature's head. All right, so yeah, I will do that. I will let this sit. We're gonna let this dry. Man.
That was the very first thing I heard.
Oh, Nina's in a group now. Who are you playing with? Who's on? Nina.
You are ambient noise. Ah.
Who are you playing with, Nina?
I'm playing with Nega Million, somebody they know.
Oh, cool. Say hi to them for me.
Damn it.
They got a group going. All right. So, while that's kind of drying and I'm getting ready for the second coat, I'll do some flashing off of these guys because these look really cool too, right? Hope that focuses for y'all. I like this thing. It reminds me, I mean, it's like a Cthulhian monster thing.
Good.
And so, yeah, I'm probably going to paint it kind of like a Bloodborne color scheme is what I'm thinking. But I can't decide if I want to do like white brains. I don't know if I want to do like white brains or purple brains or pink brains kind of thing. But I think I'm going to do a maybe do like a slug tail or something on this. Gotta get rid of some of this flashing though, so
hey, nice.
let's work on this. Yeah, Nina's super loud. You can hear her miles away. But it's okay, she's having fun. And fun is the buns. You know? Ow. Kind of brutalizing this thing with this. I might want to just use a sharp point on the back scales here. Alright. Yeah, there we go. What's kind of nice about the flashing is that you can actually...
Oh man, I've had too much coffee. What are words?
Oh my gosh. If Nina would shut up and let me talk!
What, you want me to... Okay. Fine.
Yeah, so, I might just get a little bit of flashing off this way. Looks like I wore down the scales a little bit, but that's okay. That's a-okay. What's kind of nice is that there are all sorts of techniques for getting rid of flashing. None of them seem to be great when it comes to, like, meat flaps. I can't ever get the flashing off of meat flaps very well. I feel like I'm really bad at it. But that's okay, because we're only kind of doing this in the meantime. So I think that thing is about ready to get drawed. Oh, I hear some of the cats playing. No. Soba! No. Sometimes she comes to her name. Most of the time not, though. So really, when she comes to her name, it's just by chance. If you luck out a little bit. Yes, yes. A little bit of that flashing around. I wish no flashing was a thing. I wish flashing was not a physical thing that happened. I wish physics could change. So I'd never have to do, like, get rid of mold lines ever again. If only, the woodpecker cried. Oh, and these things you can apparently just paint straight. Like, you don't need to have a coat or anything like that. No primer on it. So I've been experimenting with that a little bit, as you can see with that guy. He has no primer on him. I had one that did do a primer coat, but it ended up making the miniature kind of like... I might have used the wrong kind of primer, because it sort of melted a little bit of the miniature. A little bit. So... yeah, no, not a fan of that. I'll play it the safe way. Okay, here we go. And slash, get that shoulder down. Some of the shoulder meat.
Yep.
Okay. I might not be able to get his fingers. Like, you see how his fingers individually have flashing around them? It's going to be harder to get that. Just from the way that miniature is constructed. I kind of wish they weren't based. I could base them myself, because I don't like these, like, stone bases that are on. And I could easily just snap them off the base. Like, kind of just slide a knife under there and pop them up. But I'm trying not to. You know? So, let's hope. Let's hope. Slash! Okay. Trying to get the fingers clear. Fingies! Get those fingies going. Oh. Hello. I'm painting some miniatures right now. Sorry I didn't catch that question earlier. I'm painting some miniatures right now. I'm actually doing some flashing to get these little miniatures off. These guys are from Cthulhu Wars, but they can be used for like D&D or whatever. So right now I'm kind of waiting for this guy to dry. It's like a toad that has tentacles exploding from its body. So if you want to take a look at that, I'll do some more detailing on this, and I'll get some layers on it to make it look a little bit more realistic. As realistic as toad, like, tentacles exploding from a toad can look. But right now, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm actually trying to get flashing, like, the mold lines off of this miniature's hand. And it's a fucking nightmare. Yeah. Oh, dang, it's so weird. Yeah, it's a fun little hobby. It's expensive, but it's fun. So yeah. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, there we go. You know, getting the mold lines off of his fingers is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. That said, though, he does shift around a lot. Glad I could answer your question. Oh. A little bit of scratching. And I'll just lick off the fingers on this side. Yeah, dude, this hand is, like, really hard to get these mold lines off. So there's, like, a really obvious one on his back that I don't like. Okay. Chop the wings down just a smidge. Get some of that off. And I'm being a little aggressive with this because I actually have a lot of them from the Kickstarter. The Cthulhu Wars Kickstarter. The actual Pathfinder one, too. Oh, my name's Boom, actually. Welcome. That's what they call me on the internet. Also in real life, because of reasons. Alright. You see how there's like a... I don't know if you guys can catch it on the camera, how there's like a mold line kind of going straight down. I'm trying to reduce that so that when I paint over it, it doesn't have this obvious line striking across his brain sac. I haven't really decided what color I'm going to paint this one. I think I might do like a purple, or maybe like an albino color scheme on the meat, and then like the brain part will have like this light pink texture. Make it look extra slimy. Then I'll put like a gloss, a clear gloss over it, so for that shiny effect. I believe I have all those paints available. Dang it, I fucked it up. Yeah, this part's the hard part, getting these stupid mold lines off. It's the not fun part of miniature construction. Alright. So yeah, it looks like this is complete. I'm gonna do one more layer of the red on here. So I actually have some paint down, like my palette's like down here. You guys can't see that, but I got my palette down here. And hopefully we're gonna bring out that red a little bit more. Do a second coat here. And we're going to bring out that red, and then I'm going to do a black wash on here. Actually, I might do a brown wash to kind of like bring the color back and pull out the details a little bit more. Okay. Try to keep that a little bit thin. Ooh, a little bit wet on that one. I gotta kind of spread that out a little bit more. It's okay to be a little bit messy. I like the idea that like the peeling of the tentacles exploding, because I imagine this is like a toad monster, a dire toad or something, and then his head just explodes with tentacles. So there's gonna be like a little bit of gore. So it's gonna have like a little gore around the collar here, and we'll add those details in once this second layer dries, and then I put a layer, a wash over it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Really brings out that color, brightens it up. But then we want to pull it back, because, you know, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be gross. Oh, no! Make sure it didn't transfer to anything. Okay. Do you do any miniature painting? Or, I guess, do you play any like tabletop games like D&D or Warhammer or anything like that? Let's see. So I am playing on. We'll see if your content's pretty cool. Hold on, I gotta get this little lip off, and hopefully alright, so the brain case is exposed now. It should be good enough to paint, probably. I think I got that flashing out. Okay, I gotta finish up the wings here. There we go. Here we go. Ooh, excellent. Now, okay, there's flashing on the palm of the hand. I have a little bit of overhead light that I bring down for this. This is something I bought from like Office Depot a long ass time ago.
To be AFK.
Wipe out that Mercy. Are you guys playing Quick Play? Nina, you playing Quick Play right now? Nina!
What? I can't hear you, dude. I have my headphones on.
Are you playing Quick Play?
Yes, and I
Nice.
just died.
Well, don't die. Nina is the second co-host of our channel. She's actually next to me playing Overwatch. Okay. And
I landed right in the dragon.
Here we go. Marked by the dragon. There we go. Oh, and here we go. A little palm action. more of that mold line there.
What? Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second.
I haven't seen the sequel yet.
It's actually a Cthulhian
Yeah,
monster.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
Kind of like a... I hope that's focusing correctly. It's hard to kind of tell. That's like a crazy Cthulhu monster. Alright, let's see. Apparently, I didn't do a good enough job on the fucking fingers. They're still all goofing. So let's shave those down. Yeah, that other tool will not be useful. I have to use my... I have to bend the miniature out a little bit. This might be considered miniature gore, but oh well. So I'm basically using my fingers because, oh man, this is hard to pull out. Okay, actually, now that I've pulled it out a little bit, finish up the shavings. So I don't have to be this precise, but I kind of like to try. Because then it looks better in the long run. The more work you do at the beginning, the better it'll look in the long run. Ideally. But then after a while, I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I just want to paint him. So put that back there. And then his left side also has a strong mold line going up and down the side here. We'll soften that up. And then I'll also double check on this. I know it hasn't been that long. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry for another like few minutes, and then I'm gonna do a brown wash on it, a Reckland Flesh Shade wash, which is kind of like a red-brown wash of sorts. But yeah, miniatures are pretty cool. They're just expensive as hell, and that's why I use Kickstarter for most of mine. Most of the miniatures I own are from Kickstarter, and they're a lot cheaper there than they are other places. I need to get my toothbrush to
Fucking high noon.
To pull out all of the extra little flaky bits that want to stick on. It's funny how you can repurpose so many interesting tools for these builds. Okay, yep, I can't feel that mold line anymore, so I think it's gone. Even though it's still visible, as long as the texture's not there, then you should be fine, because you'll paint over it. So I have to get in between these, like, scales on the side here. Or these little spikes on the side here. I try not to reduce them too much, because then you lose the detail. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful. This is an old toothbrush of mine. Hello, Emmy. Emmy is Maya's dog. And it is chilling with us right now. Can't really show you, because, you know, she's on the ground. Sounds like one of my kitties is using the cat litter. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. I think... Oh, there's like a mold line under his neck. I don't know if I want to try to get that, because it's at an angle I can't really see too well. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that's mostly dry. Let's do a little bit of a wash on it.
Sometimes.
Try to get, Oh! Yeah, I do not speak... I can speak Thai and English. Those are my two languages. And I almost dipped this, hey, see ya, take care. Almost dipped this in the fire. I have a little mood lighting going on over here. Candle-scented Pawa. Alright. So, let's go. Reckland Flesh Shade or Urgrax Earth Shade. I'm gonna do Flesh Shade. I trust the Flesh Shade. Do a Ruckland flesh shade on this. So I think that's also the shade I used for... No, I used the green shade. I used the Athonian camo shade on the skin. So now I get to pull out... I ended up losing one of my brushes. One of my favorite brushes a while ago. And that's kind of why I sort of took a bit of a pause from these arts and crafts streams for a while. It's because I was like sort of sad about losing that brush. And I don't got the monies to get decent brushes. So I have to use all these cheapo ones. Which, you know, isn't a bad thing. No, that's ugly as sin. Oh god, where is that one brush? Okay. We'll use this brush. So we're going to apply a wash now. My washy wash. Yeah, there we go. Bit of a... want to control it a little bit, and then let's add it in there. Oh, what the fuck? Like something got on the wash. Wash is a little bit thick. Just the brush is a little bit thick. So you kind of want the wash to sort of sink into the recessed details. So we're gonna try that out. Let's do a little more precise brush. This one's a little bit wide for what I want. Oops, took out another one of those. So we'll go a little bit more Ruckland flesh shade. Pour it around there, give him a little bit of a gore color to kind of help define the split, as it were. Try to get more of those details in there. I do have the Citadel Paint app.
Well, yeah. Well, arcade stuff is only collected after they implemented it, which was just like, what, a couple weeks ago?
Okay, so I gotta let this wash dry a little bit, and I might do a second wash layer. Actually, oh, it's pouring down quite a bit, so I gotta clean that up a bunch. Don't want it to pool in all the wrong places.
Mind if I heal? Whee!
So you just use another brush to kind of slurp up all of the excess wash that's washing downward. I'm gonna have to do a black wash on this, I think. The tentacle burst is a little too intense.
Ooh.
So on this, let's see now. Oh, shit. I totally missed one side of the flashing. I'm gonna do like a recommended color scheme. I should look up what these look like on the Kickstarter page. Because I actually don't know. Usually when I do a Kickstarter, I kind of just pump in the money and then like kind of ignore it and just assume that I'm not going to get anything. So I gauge my expectations for these things. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to start applying color to this. I'm going to grab a tablet really quick. Oh. Damn it. Of course it's low on power. Gotta switch out my power supply. What is this at? 88? Yeah, I think we're good for the time being. Alright, I got my little tablet out. We're gonna check out a color scheme for this guy. Take a quick peek at what the Peter Jackson people have set up for it. I don't think I've ever actually looked at their color scheme for things. So my desk is gonna get very busy now. Okay. So looking up, I guess I'll just go to the Kickstarter page and take a look at their Cthulhu War miniatures. Or just look at Cthulhu War miniatures. Pull up some pictures of like Cthulhu Wars and maybe like Bloodborne creations. Blue, 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 blue. Getting some ideas for some coloring. Close, 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 close. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go to Cthulhu Wars. I don't know what these ones are called. I don't know what these guys are called. I kind of just want to get an idea of what they would recommend you color them. I also have all the big bosses as well, but I don't want to paint them just yet. I kind of want to paint all the little mini guys first. Painted. There we go. We're on a painted journey now. Oh, some pretty good color schemes for some of them. Yep, I like that. Once I find this guy, I'll show a picture of him painted. Wait, what? Oh no, that's a different maw. A different endless maw monster. Oh. Eggplant, what is it, sweetie? Eggplant's my other cat. She's the black one. Soba is the black and white one.
My frame rate crashed for a second there.
It's crashing right now.
Oh god. Oh god, the crashing.
So what? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is a star spawn. And they kind of have like a recommended, not like a recommended color scheme, but just get an idea of what a color would look like on it. Looks like they did looks like they did all of this as one color. I might do this as kind of like a beige, like a shell kind of color, then this as more of a albino-ish color. Yeah, I think I have an idea for one. And then I'll do the brain case like that blue, and then the pink with the weird eyes. Yeah, let's dive in. Let's just go. Let's make this happen. Let's scoot some of my paints back. So no need to base coat them. They are just ready to go. Yeah, looks like that Reckland Flesh Shade wash didn't really get the effect I want, so I might actually redo the wash on that, like all together. Let's take a look at that, and I also want to take a look at some Bloodborne monsters, because I love the Bloodborne colors and the designs there. I think they look really cool. Bloodborne / monster? No. Bloodborne monsters. Let's see some of these Bloodborne nightmares. Yeah, because Bloodborne uses a lot of grays and a lot of whites with reds to show off like all the details and stuff. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking like... Yeah, okay. I have some ideas for some things. The brain case. I want Luda. There's like Mago. Mago is one of the monsters that they have. That's really cool. Try to paint something that looks like him.
You know what?
Oh, how about this thing?
Earlier today, I was playing Mystery Heroes.
See, something like that. I'm gonna try to
I got Widowmaker.
kind of
spent,
get
like,
that as a
like
sort of
I just
idea.
saw some guy just standing there, so I took my time. I put my cursor right over his head.
Okay.
I let it charge up all the way. I fired, and it didn't hit him. And I was just like, well.
So we'll start with Pallid Witch
That's just how it's
Flesh.
gonna be today.
So you gotta really shake up your miniatures to make sure, or not your miniatures, your paints. Shake your paints.
Whatever team it's like.
I should have mixed that up.
That sucks. They get all the no buffs.
So do a layer of Pallid Witch Flesh, and then I'm thinking... Yeah, I'll just do like a big thick layer of Pallid Witch Flesh, and then I'll do like a layer... So do Pallid Witch Flesh on the chest and the wings, and then do like a more of a beige on this, and then do sort of a blue wash on that.
Bellator.
Something like that, yeah.
This is a good pick.
For now, though, I'm just going to do big layers of Pallid Witch Flesh. Make the albino one. I think this will be pretty cool, actually. Oh, takes forever to shake these up! And I'm going to probably do the Ethereum Blue on the head, at least, as a dry wash.
Right? Everybody knows that.
Do I have any good... So I got more mountain snow for texture. No, that's the wrong thing. Celestia Gray might be for the tail. Yeah, because it'll look like a carapace. I got an idea for like a carapace tail. Or storm vermin fur, maybe. What do you think of these two colors? Oh, just got stuff all over me. Go get some paper towels. Wipe off my palette a little bit. Because I also have a bunch of shavings on this area.
Sniper!
Sniper, no sniping!
It's to the left. Up.
Okay. Be right back. I gotta get some, paper towels. Okay. Shifting my workstation around just a smidge. Getting some of these things out of the way. Getting these colors in place.
Reaper coming from behind.
Okay. So again, let's keep mixing up this Pallid Witch Flesh.
Shit.
Yeah, that sounds very attractive, doesn't it? Okay, alright. So I'm gonna just paint the entire layer with it on there, so dab some water, get some on the palette down here, probably get a decent amount because I'm going to be painting the entire miniature this color first. Okay, that's probably enough. Then I gotta kind of rub off a little bit of the excess. Okay, so let's calm it down. Okay, and we will begin to paint this guy. This weird wine. Oh, it's a little bit thick, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit wet. A little bit wetter than I wanted it to be. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get this pallid witch flesh on him. And then see what becomes of it. Now this side's being a little bit thick. Paint those wings up. Definitely gonna do 2 layers of this. Ooh, really good texture on the wings, on the sculpt on the bottom of the wings. So I guess the front of the wings. Whatever, the wings that are facing downward. They have a lot of detail on them. Look amazing. Oh, and apparently the flash lines on that side did not get out really well. I know, right? I'm like a monster, just roughing it.
A few times, yeah, they killed it actually.
Okay. I need a little more room here. Can't sit comfortably right now. I actually do want to make sure that I get full layer on there in the recesses too, because I don't want any of that green showing through. Or if I do, it's like very minor, like tiny little green details. And yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do a second coat. I mean, obviously, I was gonna do a second coat anyway, but. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh. I'm just a few EXP away.
Shoot, hang on.
There's 4 of us, we could Junkenstein.
Okay.
don't know why, but you got really quiet. Oh, you did, but you're back to not being quiet.
Here we go. Pallid Witch Flash. Try to control it a little bit more. I do like Pallid Witch Flesh. It's pretty good. Seems like a really solid color. Stupid mold line on the back still showing up. Be careful. Yeah. Let's get that chest painted up. I'm going for an albino monster look. Let's see now. Take a second to kind of scrape down these mold lines a little bit with my finger, with my fingy. Yeah, damn. Wow, that did not work at all on those mold lines up here. I gotta take a quick hot second to kind of hopefully fix this. Try with the this spot right here. Okay. Back to Pallid Witch Flesh. gosh, it looks like he's like being born right now, covered in like goo. Nasty critter. Okay, pretty much got that set up on the top there. Oh, gotta switch the laundry. Okay, let's get that belly going. I'm being a little bit sloppier right now just because I know I'm going to be doing a wash. That should darken all the spots, like all the green that you still see peeking through. And actually having that green kind of peeking through might actually be helpful. Give it kind of a sickly look once it once I do like the layering, like the rest of the layering on top. Only thing is like certain crevices are really hard to get into with this brush. I don't know that I have a good brush for these crevices even. Yeah, because like look, like the underneath the hand is like still active.
Alright, time to switch it up.
Okay, there we go. And there we go. Decent coverage. Could be better. But, I mean, this is just kind of the first, I'm going to say 1.5 layers. There's certain spots where I'm like, yeah, that's the multiple layers. But then other spots I'm like, I've barely touched that more than once. Where we go? Yeah. Yeah, for instance, like this wing is starting to kind of hit that second layer mark. Alright, so probably should. I'm gonna do the little belly area, or the lower abdomen, I guess.
Battle Torm!
Nina's just yelling TF, or not TF2, Overwatch stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry for a bit and then do a second layer and then probably also clean up some of the flashing. There's some additional flashing that is popping up that I can't seem to get control of with this softer PVC, like so, or softer plastic. So I'm kind of more used to getting the flashing off of the harder, like more the GW and like the miniature wargaming kind of minis. But the ones that are like from the softer series, like Bones and stuff, I feel like I have a harder time getting flashing off, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, I'm just bad at it, I guess. So yeah. Alright, so let's go back to this guy. As you can see, the wash didn't really do too much. I might just do a black wash on there, get some null oil out. And then do kind of a more... gosh, my brushes are all garbage right now. I need to get new brushes. New medium-sized brushes. I still have a lot of great detail brushes, but I don't have a lot of like general use brushes anymore. I don't know what happened to them all, too. It's kind of weird. Oh, that's Seraphim Sepia.
Geez, we were so close, but nobody's near it.
Raglan Flesh Shade. There's my Null Oil. So yeah, we're just gonna go full black wash on the tendrils here to try to get those details to pop a little bit more. Okay.
I was trying to kill that fucking Mercy and she would not die.
Okay.
Ah, well.
Okay. And snap on. Make sure everything is closed properly. Make sure your GW tops are, like, paint things are closed. Your Citadel paint things are closed. Kind of snap on funny. If you're not used to them. There we go. That's a little bit better. Kind of more the effect I was looking for. Hello, Emmy. Emmy is a doggo. Yeah, here we go. See if I can get, like, more detail on the, there's like a vein on the bottom of the neck that looks really big. I think looks really gross, and I think I want to definitely have highlights of that. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. And we're gonna, yeah, make the tips of the tendrils extra nasty. I'm gonna have to figure out like a sort of an edge highlight for these as well. Let's see now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I like that much more obvious on the details. Wash that off. Try to reactivate this paint a little bit. Nope. Wow, that stuff dried fast. Interesting.
God damn it, I cannot get a handle on Doomfist at all yet.
Don't dive in without a comp. Clean up my palette a little bit.
So, like, they reduced that, but if his shoulder brushes up against any wall, he'll immediately just stop. And just the tiny tip of the shoulder. Tiny tip.
Alright. Cleaning off my palette a little bit. Alright, let's do layer 2. Yep, mostly dry. We're going to clean that up, help pull that color back. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll start with the wings. Get that color in there. Yep. Layer 2, man. That's where the magic happens. That's where you get your full coverage. Big white wings.
Widowmakers.
Get on top of that.
That's okay.
Yeah, here we go. Should have probably also painted the head white so I could go into the blues a little bit smoother, but I left it green. I don't know how I feel about that. I might go back and Yeah, I might add that color back to it. See, the wings are about where I want them to be. They still have a little bit of that green tint showing through. But I think in general, it's about where I want it. Yeah. Because as I paint this on there, it's doing this white carapace that I really like. What up? Kind of hard to tell what colors I'm using, right? Because the white light's a little bit bright on there, but it is going white. Let me see if I just turn this off. So I'm gonna try to get this guy white as can be. Sad part is that the color saturation is just higher on the camera, it seems. Because I need this and I can see the colors well. So it might seem a little bit brighter than they actually are. Here we go. Yes. This albino monster. It's coming together. The second layer is so magical.
Run away, Nick. Run away.
Yeah, I think I should have painted the entire thing white. Now I have to wait again for the head to dry for a second coating on the head. This gives me an idea of all the details that it pulls out, though. Yeah.
Boo!
Again, in case you guys don't know, Nia's playing Overwatch in the background.
Hard. Fine.
So, yeah. Oh wow, I totally missed one part of his arm.
It's fine.
That was weirdly enough not a reply to what I just said.
Don't go until you open that snipe. Stupid dragon.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Gotta paint up and down the slug-like, snail-like back thing. This weird carapace, like, I guess it's more like a slug or a worm. But I think it has like a carapace on it. I don't know. Hard to tell what the artist's intent was, you know, when you're painting it yourself. Because it could be anything. For me, it's anything.
Well...
Interesting. There's like a few spots on the, like around the neck of the monster that I can't seem to get the brush to paint over. Okay. Should have cleaned off my brush a while ago, but I kept going, so now the brush is getting a little bit clogged up.
Didn't even get to live again.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for a bit. Because I have to do the top layer. I have to do the second layer on the head a little bit more. And, you know what? I do need to finish it up, though. Because I see some spots that are just being naughty.
Huh. Getting ouched.
Okay. Because this is like a weird angle I have to have the brush at. Between the arms, get those tentacles, the back of the tentacles painted up. And around this neck area. This neck area is a pain. Does not want to keep that. Does not want to.
Why not?
Don't want that paint.
He can't hear you. I have my headphones on. Boom, it's Jonah. Boom, it's Jonah. He's just shaking his head at me. He doesn't understand. Nah, green shirt and reds were like workout pants. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see. I see what you mean by boom, it's Jonah. Boom, it's Jonah.
Who? I don't know what you're talking about. They're talking to me, and they sound crazy. Yeah, this brush sucks. Alright, we're going to switch it to a slightly better brush. Actually, a much better brush. There we go.
There's a Reaper behind us. He's being mean. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were talking about me. I got him. Oh god. There's a Sombra.
Yes. Alright. We'll let that sit for a little bit.
Tort it.
I'm gonna head back to... Actually, I'm gonna clean off one of these brushes really quick.
Should I move this turret? Yes. Am I going to? Nah.
Why are you so bad? Where is... There it is. Skeletons!
He attack. He protect.
Delish. Alright, cleaned up some of the brushes. Now we're gonna go back to this guy, add some highlight details to these tendrils. I think they're mostly dry. Yeah, something like this. Kind of looks like he's a little more explodey now. Add some like weird highlight details. Use might use the Citadel Paint app and take a look at what they would recommend as it twart.
They got me!
Nina's been got.
Yeah, same.
Alright, what we got here? Wonder if they do it by color. Let's do it by miniature. Let's see if we can find like a nightmarish looking miniature to do this on. House. Yeah, let's look at the bloodletter. Yeah. So we'll use the bloodletter scarlet bits. Try that out, eh? So this is some Fiston Red, Karaberg Crimson as a shade, but then we use edge highlights are... Okay, so Evil Sun Scarlet for an edge highlight. Or instead... I don't have Wild Rider Red. I don't even know what color... Oh, I think I've seen Wild Rider Red. Looks weird. Let's do a dry brush, though, instead.
I don't like mist fly around and missile me in the face.
Asterath Red. So I might just do a light dry brush. We'll do a... Oh, shit. Oh, that was bad. Maybe I'll use this as a dry brush. No, wait. I got these crappy ass ones. And there's an angled brush that I like. I dropped one of my little brush protector things. There it is. No. Let go. There we go. And we will pull out one of these angle brushes. Oh gosh, these packets are horrible. Yeah,
fucking sniper, holy shit.
We'll try to... Oh my gosh, go back in there. Go back to your home. Okay. And we'll do a light dry brush, maybe, shit, what color should I use? They do like a yellowish kind of tint. I'm gonna look up some ideas, yo. We'll see what ideas pop up. Ideas. Also, do your daily Chrono GG thing. They give you coins or something. Anyways, Cthulhu. Miniatures. 28 millimeter. That's how they say it. Millimeter. Millimeters. Oh, that's a good design. This cool, like, radiant, like, check out this shit. That looks pretty cool. It's like a, sort of like purple to yellow sort of tint, and there's like a little baby Cthulhu too. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. That looks pretty cool though. That looks really good. I like that. That looks really cool. I should have done a gradient instead of like a full like splatty blatty. But I went splatty watty because I'm crazy. And I guess I'll do like a light orange highlight on there.
Yeah. Can't leave the point if you don't want him to take it.
So I have to make a dry brush. Make it a little orange. Orange, you glad. So we'll do this plus... Ugh. Why do I only have the shittiest oranges? Orange is not a color I normally use a lot. I usually also just mix my own orange. Let's not do it with those, though. Alright. And try mixing some cheapo paints together to create sort of a silly little dry brush to use. So go bloop, bloop. There we go. Mix that together. And what do you get? Who knows? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. A little bit lighter than I want it. I should do another drop of the red. That still might be good though, actually. So it should dry a little bit darker. If I actually mix it correctly, geez.
Yay!
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do a dry brush now. Okay, so okay, so let's do a quick little dry brush. Yeah, here we go. Kind of soften that gradient a little bit.
That was a pretty low damage game.
Be careful around that.
Box. Excite.
Let's try to keep the
Oh, I got a purple. Oh, it's garbage.
I want to try to keep the dry brush intense at the top and then lighter as it goes down. I still want to kind of have that light layer there. This is not going to show up on the camera very well, but there's a cool little effect sort of building up.
I'm pretty pleased. I got this Mercy one. Just now. Yeah, icon.
So let's see.
Woo!
Yeah,
Pumpkins!
do the intensity
no.
at the top. And kind of rub it down as it goes down. Ooh, little snort. Yeah, there we go. Take a look.
Oh. Fist traded. It's so magical in here.
Which map? Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Oh, nice.
And he is freaking out. Welcome to Hollywood.
Is it a spooky ghost? Oh, he's giving us thumb up. Oh man.
Rise of the Zombies, nice.
Oh. Well, now you're holding it.
Yeah, doing a second layer, kind of focusing more heavily on the tip,
Hey.
on just the tip. There we go. Alright. So that's going to be kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but I kind of like added a little bit of a sort of a lighter effect at the tip there. So you kind of get the idea that the tendril... Focus! Please! Focus on my hand. Focus. Yeah, see a little lighter tip? Now, I haven't really decided what I want to do with the rest of him. Because it's just a demon toad? That's a tentacle toad? I mean, at a certain point, I guess I have to finish him somehow, and I don't know what else to do with him, right? Like, look at this miniature. What am I supposed to do with this guy? Hi, Emmy! Emmy was watching, so I have the thing playing on a screen in the background, and Emmy was, like, watching me move back and forth.
I think she likes your little figurine.
Yeah. So, oh. If I just get this correctly. There you go. So he's yeah, deeper on the sides, dulled it down a bit. I like it. Plus, it helps that I found my favorite brush, so it really helps. Okay.
That did not go where I wanted it to.
Now to get back to this guy. So I've painted him sort of pallid witch flesh as kind of like a sort of a pseudo base coat. Now I think I should probably work on this carapace slug butthole thing. So I'm thinking about doing like a either storm vermin or Celestia Gray. That's a base layer. This is a base and this is a layer, so the base might be a little bit thicker. Let's try Storm Vermin. So it looks like he's popping out. Shake your paints. It's the paint shake challenge. Flip, 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 flip. Hurts my wrist, actually. Doing it's too much. I'm not used to this motion. Weirdly enough. You might think, but I'm not. Alright. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use this on the buttocks, the slugtail, the thorax, the whatever. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Water it down a little bit.
They have a whole like corner that's just like an alien saucer abducting a farming cart that's full of pumpkins.
That's in the Hollywood stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think that's all from last year too. That's really cool. I really like it. All right, let's give this boot area a little bit of a darker tinge. I love night stages that are at nighttime. Like, there's something like super magical about that for me. Changing the day of time, the time of day rather.
Just having fun looking at the whole set behind our head here.
Yeah. Did you were you playing Overwatch when Halloween happened last year, Maya?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot. That's how I got the Junkenstein skin last year.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of people got that skin.
Yeah.
Which is cool. This is a legendary skin, but
Isn't it awesome?
yeah, I love that skin.
Congratulations, Nick. You did it. Oh.
What a beast!
That's generally speaking my experience.
Hey, there we go. He killed 2 people. No hundos though.
Fuck you. I'm voting for me.
Nina likes to vote for herself whenever playing, whenever possible.
Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Good. Just wanted to poke you. I don't know.
Gonna get some of the base colors down. I'm kind of just winging this one because I really don't have a true idea what I want this guy to look like. You know what I should have done though? I should have painted the base because the green keeps reflecting upward and I'm confused on if it's green from the base skin or if it's actually from or if there's still a lot of green peeking through. Alright, so we'll do a second layer of this when the time comes, when this dries.
Do we mind if I invite my friend? It's a gay. Not really.
Okay. Oops. I think I just got orange all over my elbow.
Okay.
Pop that neck.
Oh my god. I am gonna call my kitties that from now on. I wish I could yell that right now, but Boom's streaming, and I suppose that's not a very good thing to yell over stream.
Don't yell that whatever you were gonna yell.
Oh no!
I might do a dry brush of... Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Nightwing.
So Ethereum Blue is going to be the dry brush I'm using, and I think this dry brush has gone off, or it's acting funny. I don't know, it's hard to tell with the dry brush things. Dry brushes are always kind of... Like, GW dry brushes, I feel like, are kind of a nightmare. Like, the fuck? Did this go off? The fuck is this? It's all gel and stuff. I think this might have gone off. Set it to the side. I think I have a backup one. Maybe not. Maybe not. No. Oh no. Wait a second. Wait a second. Found two more. I don't know why I have so many dry brushes of this one color, but apparently I do. So how do you know if these have gone off? Jesus Christ, these are weird. Texture's super weird. I guess I better test this before I, like, commit to it, right? Let's do, I have, like, the sample spruce over here. So we'll go...
There ain't no rest for the wicked.
Oh, this is so weird. I can't tell, because it's... I need to, like, look it up.
Completing the next line of the song.
Let's check it out. Oh my gosh. How? Oh gosh. How do you know if a dry brush has gone off? This doesn't look right. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. I need, like, somebody to come tell me if this is correct or not. Guess we're going to go in now. Actually, no, I really shouldn't. I should double check. Citadel Paint Dry Brush. Did it fuck up?
Get in there, man.
Did it
We
fuck
gotta
up?
get in there.
Alright, got the dry brush. It was
Mr.
brand new, but I
Madman
hope it
came
was
for me
dried
in the
out.
sky.
Pretty sure that's how they most are. More solid than liquid, yeah. What the fuck?
Ooh.
Oh, is there an option to stop seeing the same ad over and over again? No, I don't want to. Ooh, little Star Wars miniatures. Yeah, let's check out what this guy does with his Necron compound. Okay, so I guess it is still fine. I just need to gloop it onto the thing. I'm gonna grab a toothpick. That's what was recommended.
better be a pro Genji.
Is that a pro Genji?
Stay alive long enough for me to build up there.
Ugh. How does Citadel paints dry? How to use... I'm gonna look this up, guys, because I'm kind of been confused about this for a while. Trying to, like, knowing how to use a Citadel dry. How to use Citadel dry paint. Yeah. We'll look at it from the community website. GW is going to teach me how to use their paints. Alright? I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hurry, get to the part where you show me.
Citadel dry paints.
Yes. Thanks, Duncan. I actually watch this guy's daily community videos. They're really good on warhammercommunity.com. Actually pretty good to use. Yeah. Yeah. They're gross.
For that reason, you don't really need to shake them. But you need to grab yourself a medium dry brush for a model of this size. It's especially important that it is a dry brush because the bristles on these brushes are much more coarse than regular brushes, much stiffer.
Okay, I actually think I have a dry brush. Yeah, I think this is actually a dry brush right here.
A little bit loaded on your brush. Start dabbing it into some tissue like this.
Okay, so you dab it onto tissue is what they say.
I find using a tissue is better than a palette for this because it absorbs more paint and helps me control how much I've got in the brush. You kind of want your brush to be looking like that when you start committing it to the model.
It's like this fell out. Like
So what you do,
this weird gunk fell out. I can't tell. Is that gone off, or is it just supposed to be like that? I think it's supposed to be like that actually. Because now that I'm looking at it, if I put it onto a tissue, it does kind of come out.
really pick them out. You see?
Oh, this is not a dry brush. Oops.
Work your way across the model and build it up. Now,
Yeah,
it's
I need a
always best to
slightly more
apply to
coarse
rather than too much.
brush.
And build it up steadily until you're happy. And be aware that this technique is a little bit messy, so you might find that you start getting the paint in areas you don't want. But that's fine, just neaten it up afterwards with some base paint.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Can't tell if I'm getting any on this brush.
Right, so I've finished applying the dry paint to all the metallic areas, and well, you can see how they make all that detail pop out at the end. It looks fantastic, and it's so easy to do this.
Okay, hang
The
on.
thing to remember about using dry paints is that these are designed to allow you to get quick
I might not use that actually. I might do something slightly different. In fact, I might use a wash. A blue wash onto the outside instead, because I have an idea. I just saw something that I wanted to try. So let's clean this off. Yeah, this is not as coarse as I thought it was going to be. In fact, it's much softer. Okay, so we'll experiment more with the dry brush, the dries later. For now, let's try a little dab of Drakenhof Nightshade. By a little dab, I mean we're gonna probably dab his face. Dab that face down. Kind of want to experiment with some colors here, so yeah. Okay, that's a very, very bright blue. So this might not be the effect that I'm looking for, but I might still like this quite a bit. Oh yeah, this is a very interesting look. It's like a yeah. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna try to avoid the brain itself.
I'm cold.
Are you cold, dude?
Yeah, I'm really cold, and the doors are all open for some reason.
Oh.
And I can't get them, because I'm playing video games.
Because you're playing video games?
I'm playing video games!
I'm playing video games, Dad.
I really gotta pee.
She closed the front door.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're gonna adding a little bit of blue to its face. I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I should have painted the body first, but I was like getting excited about painting the head, and so now I'm painting the head, even though I'm probably gonna have to redo it, just because some paint will no doubt get on to the head during this process. Like excess paint. So I'm doing like a blue wash onto the fucking tentacles and shit. Basically, I'm gonna try to avoid the brain though. The brain case in the center is gonna be a different color, and so I want to kind of skirt along there carefully. Yeah, there we go. And then
Alright, let's
get this going. And then, oh yeah. Sort of like this weird blue brain. It's also like uneven on the back, so like the brain bits are like, they look more random, but it looks really cool. It's actually producing a pretty cool effect. I like it a lot, in fact.
I don't understand.
Very weird looking. Not like weird, but you know what I mean. Okay. Now I kind of have to figure out how I get it in there.
Wow, as a soldier, I lost a one-on-one with a Mercy in her face. I can't aim today. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, here we go. I did obviously miss a spot on the very bottom of the tendrils, though.
With what?
Kind of upset about that, so.
But
Scrape this off a little bit. So I'll definitely have to do an additional layer. Don't know how I missed that spot, but I did. Very obviously missed the spot.
on. Or
I just watched Nina like pop an alt and immediately die. Yeah, maybe I do want this entire weird collar to be this color. That wouldn't make a ton of sense, but I'll put like a gradient on the on his neck collar thing. Here we go. try to get a little bit of an outline, a blue outline around the brain, so it looks like there's goo piling up. Gotta be really careful. And just a little bit of green kind of peeking out on this side. There we go. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna get an idea of what it's basically gonna start looking like. I need to do something with the body. I haven't figured out what I want to do with the body yet. It's like the hard part. I keep kind of dreading it. Because I'm like, yeah, this is just a weird mishmash of bottle guts and stuff. Sorry, I just realized that the splitting tentacles out here, the bottom part wasn't as well highlighted as it could have been.
Yay!
Doing a second layer of highlights actually now, to second layer of dry brushing, just to kind of bring out that color a little bit more, give it a sort of a richer look. These are, you know, elder beings from another dimension. They're very colorful. They're very chaotic. But they also have, like, this crazy master plan. There we go. Yeah. Not too bad. Fixed it up. Like what I've done. But again, another problem with that one. I don't know what to do with the bodies of these two. I think for now I'm just going to work on the brain case, maybe? I'm going to give him cloudy white eyes to kind of imply that even though it is a Cthulhian nightmare, that it's either blind or it has also been taken over. I sort of like that idea. Like, I've always liked the kind of like the weird thing where Cthulhian monsters are fighting themselves, like each other as well as, you know, humanity and all that jazz. Go for that alien color. Okay. Now, what to do with the main body of this creature? What to do with this creature? What is this creature? What do they call this thing? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I think that guy just got put in the game.
Looks messy. Looks kind of incohesive. But that's the fun part about Cthulhian miniatures. That just means they're working. Unfortunately, Soba hasn't showed up in that spot yet. But she does show up in that spot. So 1 second, I'm going to look up another one, get an idea of another color scheme, try to figure this out. Wars. Let's look at the Kickstarter page, see what Sandy Peterson and crew have, how they've painted some of these guys, to kind of just get an idea of what the bits and knobs and wobs are all about. Well, that's a cool one. Oh, this is like the first Kickstarter campaign. For the actual game. Oh, no, this is the new one. Yeah, that's the new Kickstarter for that next faction.
No.
No? She's not talking to me. Oh wait, maybe it is the old Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Nope, this looks like a new one. Yeah, Ancients. Oh, there's some cool miniatures in this one, though. I kind of skipped out on the second one. I feel like I have enough Cthulhu monsters. I don't need more. Ah, I want the Dire Cthulhu. That thing looks rad as fuck. Okay. Whoa. Weird, sexy cult lady. I say weird because her pose is strange. It looked like she was, like, dipping her, like, front down, but her leg was shot up. But it actually was just, she was holding a tome, and it just looked kind of silly. Shit. Let's try this again with, Pathfinder? It's the Pathfinder Kickstarter. Onslaught 2, Onslaught 3. Jesus. So many onslaughts. Cthulhu Wars. No, go back. My phone is old. Here we go. Cthulhu Wars Pathfinder. That's the one that I did. Cthulhu Mythos for Pathfinder. Which, I love Pathfinder a lot. Although, I'm starting to enjoy 5th edition more. Although, I don't have a stable D&D group, so... Can't play D&D! Makes me sad. I won't play some D&D with people. Alright, so yeah, this is the one that's like... A bunch of them are like painted and stuff. So we're gonna take a peek to see if I can... Just get an idea of what this creature's supposed to look like. So to give you an idea, that's their version. Here's mine. You know, it's a little bit red and a little bit grosser looking. I mean, theirs is painted pretty well. I'm not a very good painter, don't get me wrong. But I am going to go through, and yeah, I'm going to do the web feeding thing, because the web feet has like a good, cool looking gradient on it. Should do a white, dry brush on the body. Ooh, they got these cool wendigos. Okay, yeah. So these are flying poilpids or whatever. I'm gonna be using them as oops. I'm gonna be using them as like beholderkin or like fucked up beholders, I think. Because they sort of look like messed up beholders, right? Maybe undead beholders. Oh, what the fuck? So I really like that. Oh, those are cool too. I should definitely paint one of those. I actually have a lot of these miniatures because I bought a bunch of them. But let's see what these guys are. I still haven't found these guys. Oh, here we go. Larvae form. Or larval star spawn. So yeah, so they just went ahead and painted them all the same color with a big gradient on top. Not sure if I'm super convinced about that. I don't like that color scheme very much. Like, it looks nice because it's, you know, pre-painted and all that jazz, but I don't know if I'm in love with that color scheme right there. That's the... Oof. Sorry about that. It was the middle one just then. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. Just kind of trying to use this a little bit for inspiration. As I figure it out, figure what I want to do. So that's what they decided to do. It's like a green with the blue bits. And the brain is like purple. And the case around the brain is like a gray. I went with a blue case. And I think I'm going to keep the tendrils and stuff like the same color. I kind of want sort of an undead version maybe of this creature. So the idea of with this one I want to make is that it's like it wasn't born quite right. And so it's all fucked up. But let's... Yeah, I guess we could probably do a little bit of a... Oh yeah, I was supposed to do a second layer of the gray on its butt tail. So at least I've got something to do. So let's just paint that up. Get that going. Do another run of the storm vermin. Storm vermin fur. Am I shaking the camera doing that? No. Okay, cool. Get a little dollop of storm vermin. Storm vermin, get Storm Vermin Gray. Storm Vermin Fur. Yeah. I keep wanting to call it Storm Vermin Gray because I always want to call it the color that I see, but it's not usually how they break down their colors. GW's got to have all these crazy names for their paints and whatnot. So we're going to go with second layer of that. Oh, that might be a little too much there. There we go. Calm that color down a little bit. Yeah, maybe do like a little bit of a... Do I want to do that? Or do I want to keep it like pallid witch flesh? I think I will do this. For now, and I'll see how I feel. Because now making the colors match might be more in tune to what I'm sort of interested in showcasing. But still having it lighter on the top, I
It's
think.
okay. I deserved it. I was trying to protect my turret for no reason. Aw, shit, what the fuck? God fucking damn it. I messed up my hand placement and I just wasted my ult completely. Ugh, so, say goodbye to that ult.
Goodbye, ult. Yeah, I'm not 100% in love with this color scheme either, actually. I might still do it, but I'm gonna add probably like a weird, maybe like a, yeah, I might add the
Professor?
blue wash to all of it, and then sort of change the colors of the face. Because that pallid witch flesh actually looks a little bit better IMOs.
It.
Yeah.
Their Zenyatta has his ult. They're gonna go in with that Zenyatta ult.
Okay. 1 second.
Yep. Oh shit, behind the point. Oh god. I wasn't ready to be raised. Yeah, why not? Oh, experience nothingness.
Okay. Yeah. Not 100% convinced about this again. The more I do this, the less I like it. Still might be useful though. I've got some brain ideas are swirling. Some ideas for some color schemes are swirling. So I might still do the gray, and then do like a white dry brush on top to kind of bring it back to the color I liked.
Nope. Well, at least I got res there.
Yeah, not in love with this color scheme. Dang, why did I do this? Why did I think that having the like gross larvae butt part different color was gonna be good, and then double downing on it later? Not the best. But you know, we happy accidents, etc. You can close the front door, dude.
I can't. How do we all want? What are we doing? Where are we?
This gray monster. Yeah, not really digging this color scheme I chose. And yet here I am continuing it. I think what I'll do is I'll do a white dry brush all over it, and then do probably like a blue or maybe a green wash on the rest. I'll at least give it a chance to dry, see how I feel, if the color lightens up and whatnot.
These tables are filthy.
Alright, let's go back to this one.
Yeah, dog.
Okay. Let's go. I'll use a little bit more pallid witch flesh. I'm really digging pallid witch flesh right now.
Ugh, somebody left a tablet on the desk.
Use my detail brush. Get a little bit of paint on there.
No, why peek out?
The fuck? Tie a little bit of pallid witch flesh on the brush. Boop. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and paint the toenails on him. Get his little toenails painted. This toenails did.
Them hands opes.
Ooh, got some rough flashing right here. It's okay, I'm gonna rub it off my finger, scraping away some of the paint in the process, but we're gonna be using a another wash on this, so that should be okay. Oh, is that the entire thing's the nail, or is it just the webbed foot? I'm gonna double check. Yeah, they have like sort of uneven toe proportions. So yeah, that entire thing is like the toe, and then this thing is like the tip of the toe.
down at me.
And let's go ahead and paint this thing. Paint the nubs. Paint this guy's nubs.
I would love to, but you allowed me to die.
Yeah, get the nubs painted.
Well, you're alive.
Oh, my right arm is getting a little tired. Or my left arm.
I thought the corner was a little bit more clear of the dragons than it was.
Okay. Yeah, I like that he's got really uneven toes. Some are more gross than others. Okay, there we go. Good toe painting.
Seconds. Oh, god damn it. And I got hand soaked.
Okay. So now I'm thinking about pulling out those warts on his back and making them look more gross and obvious. But in doing so, I might just do a nice light dry brush.
I got headshotted by hand soap.
Yeah, I might just do a light dry brush, like a white dry brush on this. Let's do that. There's a lot of detail I want to pick out. So the pallid witch flesh is actually, again, probably very useful. Do a little bit of dry with the with pallid witch flesh.
Damn it. I hit that right as he popped in there and wasted ult.
Oof, that might be a little bit thick, but...
Guys, there's a Reaper behind.
Ooh, fuck. Yeah, that's shit. Okay, that's not good. Let's undo this as best we can. Try to do a lighter. Yeah, I didn't quite get off as much as I thought I did.
There's a Reaper out in the middle of the field. Y'all ran right by me as he was shooting me in the face. Just watch you guys walk by.
Kind of just unked him up a little bit. I gotta redo this. Redo this poor guy. Putting back that camo shade. So I'm gonna hike it back a little bit.
Ah, whore.
I gotta wait for it to dry a bit to fix him up. But, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it's still kind of like, eh. Not a huge fan of what happened. But yeah, we can commit to it. Gotta be a little bit lighter on that dry brush. Said though, it's still got good detail. Except outside on the stomach. The stomach's really the only spot that's actually looks bad. Cause the knees and the shoulders look pretty good because they're really out there. Might want to do red splotches on the little like warts on the back. Oh, maybe yellow. I'm gonna do yellow splotches on the things on the back.
You know what? We don't got time for heels anymore.
I was gonna say now for something completely different. I was gonna just paint a new guy, one of these little like fishmonger creatures.
I don't think anybody can get there in time. Nope. You shoot people, and the more direct shots you get, good health you get. Me too. Yeah.
Okay. So for funsies, I might just paint this creature really quick. I'm sort of debating on what to do with the last two. We'll figure out something to do with that guy. I'll do a white dry brush all across, and then get that color back, and then probably do a purple on the brain, like an actual purple, like purple wash or something. But really quickly, let's do kind of something for fun that doesn't require a lot of focus. I think
Shields.
I'll use Celestia Gray. Hi, Emmy.
was my friend. Yeah, he left and he didn't say goodbye, so no more friendship.
Friendship over.
Alright, I'm gonna start this up with some dumb memes. Don't mind me. Make your decide.
Just realized why my finger has been hurting.
Memes.
Because normally when I'm painting,
Ooh, who's your ship? I'm traditional. I prefer Mikanzo. Yes, there is.
there we go.
Oh,
There we
fuck.
go.
Snipered right in the face.
Gotta get that undercarriage. Try to get all the angles. Got this cool gross fish person.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's gone. Haven't seen it. Also don't care.
There we go. This little monster guy is all base coated. Let that dude dry. Now back to this guy. I think we will just do a big white dry brush all over him. All over.
They're gathering up.
Been using this Pallid Witch Flesh a lot today. Kind of in love with this color. And we'll see how well it do. Okay.
Monkey's on the
Yeah.
point. You bet he's got old. Right?
Here we go. Yeah, going with more of a blue color scheme. I think it's kind of working, actually. Oh, wow. Sort of just decrepit creature look is actually kind of working for me now. Holy shit. This is not too bad, actually. It's kind of worked out. And we'll kind of add a little bit of that layer onto this too. Kind of make it look like he's... Like, I kind of want... Yeah, I'm sort of shooting for sort of an undead, this thing vibe. The blue is going to get reduced down quite a bit. So we're going to definitely take that in. Yeah.
Chuckle nuts took me out, man. Yeah, I didn't necessarily need that Riz. No. But they are coming around on the right though, so there's that.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, once you get people off this point, there's just no getting back in time. Yay!
Sort of a
I got box!
yeah, kind of like a shriveled up, sort of like a gray monster. Kind of what I've created here. Even like, I even add some sort of decayed bits effect.
I got the Sombra victory pose. Oh.
Yeah, like a very sickly looking one. I like this. Ooh.
Well, I might take a break.
I might
I'm
do a...
gonna take a short break because I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry
Remember when
too.
everybody else ate?
You should have
And now I
eaten.
haven't done that yet. I know it's 11. Almost. It's 10:42.
Oh yeah, it's super late.
I should have cleaned today, but I sure didn't. Oh, yeah, I should have done it today because I'm not going to tomorrow. Eh.
I didn't realize how fast that point went down. I was waiting for people to get behind me because everybody was dead.
Nope.
And they're all like, go, and I go, and then it's dragons in the face.
Yep. Why are there always new updates available? I literally updated my computer like yesterday.
No, there's a ton of updates. Plus, some updates don't go active until other updates do.
I don't want to do more updates.
Well, that's the life of a computer. Updates,
And I turned off
updates.
Overwatch and now nothing's working. Everything's going really slow for some reason.
Overwatch was the fundamental key to your computer working.
That makes sense.
I believe it.
Oh yeah, I gotta go find that.
Okay.
I had a couple weird things that happened that I recorded that I would love to look at, but I can't because my computer is now shitting itself.
I'm sorry. So now I've kind of gotten a sort of a decrepit this dude going around. Oh, I need the pink. Shit, alright. So this is a custom wash I made that sometimes works. A lot of times does not, but when it works, it looks great.
This tells me that only
So,
one of
yeah.
my recordings worked because there's only one recording right now, and I took like a few. Yeah, I took one before this one. But it's gone now. Okay.
I'm sorry. That sucks.
That's the one that I wanted you to look at because something weird happened. And you're like, record it so that we can look at it later, and I did. I don't even remember what it was, other than it didn't work. And there was no reason for it. Oh yeah, like, I put a sleep dart, like, physically through somebody, and it just swooped through. And it just passed through them and didn't hit them. Oh, and this one's weird.
You got a lot of oddities.
Well, yeah, there's one point where I died because, my swoop just suddenly didn't work. Like, I think it's right here. Maybe?
If only we could see your inputs.
Well, but here's the thing, you can, when I find that spot, if I can find that spot, it's in here somewhere though.
We can see when your abilities go on cooldown.
Yeah, you can see that. But, it's really obvious that, that's not, me not hitting it is not the problem. Yeah.
So,
Oh, it was my fucking, no, it was my McCree ult, where it just didn't work.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about
And
that.
I hit all of 10, and it said it recorded it, but it didn't, because it's gone.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
In fact, there were a few things that are recorded, and there's only one recording. Why is it gonna be like this?
I don't know, dude.
I wanted to figure out why my McCree ult just didn't work.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so Emerald City Comic Con?
I have no idea, dude. I don't have any money.
I don't, yeah, I'm honestly don't, I think this might be the first year in a long time I'm gonna have to skip it. I don't think I can afford it.
That sucks.
So I can't afford a ticket right now, and they've been selling out faster and faster every year.
Yeah, last year I had to sit there and stare at it, and I missed out on 4 days because I texted you, and that was it.
Yeah. And, plus, especially if I want to go home not once but twice over the holidays this year, I just don't think it's going to be in the cards.
That's really unfortunate. Dang.
It sucks. It's going to be like the first year I've missed in a long time, but I really just, practically, I don't think I can go.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to make that call in Salt Lake City Comic Con, but...
Yeah. Here, boom, look at this.
What up?
What happened? I wanted to show you. This
Is it-
isn't the McCree one. This is a swoop that for some reason just didn't work.
Yeah, hang on.
As a result, I died.
As a result, death.
And you can even see, there's the kill cam too, so you can see the Widowmaker's view of it, which, yeah, it just, for some reason, I didn't
Right.
work.
I think that's decent progress on these guys. Oops. Oops. This just fell apart. Alright, so, with that, yeah, I'm gonna go grab some food or something with these people. And, thank you guys for showing up. I'll probably be posting some progress pictures, and I'll probably finish some of these off stream, just because I naturally do that. I get way more done when I'm not streaming than I do when I'm streaming. So, yeah, there you go. Slight return of the, arts and crafts streams. We're gonna try to get them more on a regular schedule, but, we'll see. See you guys!